What's up? Welcome to the Way Out Gaming. And I don't know if you heard yet, but the PlayStation 4 Pro is not going to have a 4K Blu-ray player. It's just not. I mean, lives are going to end because it's not going to have a 4K Blu-ray player. All the $30 4K Blu-rays, they're going to just sit on the shelves now, and nobody's going to buy them. And I don't know what's going to happen with that whole industry now that Sony doesn't have a 4K Blu-ray player in their system. Who knows what's going to happen now? But in real news or in real, talk or whatever, um, everybody's coming out with all this disgust towards PlayStation for not living up to their expectations or something like that. PlayStation, they said it was a mid-generation refreshed basically an upgrade for their system. They were not going to make a PlayStation 5. Everybody's out here looking for a PlayStation 5 or something else like that or whatever. They're not looking for a PlayStation Pro. They're not looking for um, teraflops just upgraded, and what I'm saying, and it upscaling games to 4K and making them actually look better and everything for this console generation and everything else like that. Everybody wants um, a Scorpio. If that's what you want, that's good. You can go get a Scorpio, which they trying to say is a mid generation refresh or whatever, which is not. It's not a mid generation refresh. It's a whole new console. Now, if they come out and it got a whole new body style on it, it's a new console. PlayStation Pro doesn't have a whole new body style. It has a updated body style with a third tier on there. So I mean, just because it needed to be bigger to take in more air, um, so it can cool the system properly. But if Xbox come out and they have a whole brand new system design and everything, and then you have a brand new CPU and you have a brand new GPU and everything else like that, it's a brand new console. Brand new console. Because tell you the truth, they updated their operating system through the 360, the Xbox One, and everything. So they all look the same. So I mean that doesn't change pretty much anyway. Anyway, the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 3, their operating system didn't change drastically either. So you can't really say that, oh no, it's still a mid generation refresh. It's not. If that's what you want to fool yourself into believing, then okay, fool yourself into believing that it's a refresh. It's a mid generation refresh of a system. Fool yourself into believing that, but it's not. They came out and they wanted to make a new system, but they knew how to market it. Mid generation refresh. Okay, yeah, we'll sell them that, but it's actually a brand new console. So now we're going to be winning. But when PlayStation comes out and I mean and does it and whatever and say okay, it's a mid generation refresh, we're going to put we're not gonna put that many teraflops in there to do a price bump on there. Really, we're gonna give them something that's gonna basically cost around the same price as the PlayStation 4. I think the reason why they didn't do a lot of stuff is because they actually wanted this system to come out and be the same price as the PS4 when it first dropped. I think that's why they didn't do a lot of stuff. Now, as far as the 4K Blu-ray, I hear that it might be another reason. Maybe they didn't have their sensors or something like that. It wasn't going to be ready until 2017 or something like that, saying they didn't want to hold the system back. I don't really care about 4K Blu-ray. Tell you the truth, all movies are recorded in 4K. They're compressed to make other types of DVDs and Blu-rays, and then you can upscale them and they will look just the same as a 4K, as a native 4K Blu-ray. Yes, they will. I don't care how you cut it, they will. And when the Scorpio comes out, or I can pretty much even do. Actually, I don't have a 4K upscaler right now that actually upscales it to 4K, not a system. But when the Scorpio comes out, when I buy it, I'll be able to pretty much prove that on this running on the PlayStation Pro and running on the Scorpio native 4K movie is not gonna really look any different. It's just upscaling. You're gonna upscale a Blu-ray movie that was actually recorded in 4K. You're gonna upscale it back to 4K. If anybody didn't know that, I mean, they need to do some type of research on the movie industry and find out what kind of cameras that they use, and find out that they're all actually 4K. No movie theater or no movie company is going to shoot with two different cameras. Okay, do this scene in 4K. Now turn around and do this same scene in 1080p. No, they don't do that. So I'm going off onto a little rant, but anyway, everybody's out here acting like Sony did something wrong. No, they were boring. Their conference. Everybody keep calling it a conference, but which it wasn't a conference. It was a press event. It was made for the press. They didn't have to come out there and be all super enthusiastic or energized for the system. It was a press event. It's for media. The media is not going to care. So they didn't do it like that. And people out there, oh yeah, well they messed up like that. They were boring. I was going to sleep. Okay, drink some coffee, nigga. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But this has been the Way Out Gaming, and like I said before, if you honestly believe that that the Xbox Scorpio is a mid-generation refresh, there's something wrong with you. To tell you the truth, I'm not damage controlling for the PlayStation. I'm just saying, okay, you got 6 teraflops, a brand new CPU, so nothing stays the same in just a refresh. Nothing stays the same at all. At every device that you have ever seen in a refresh, haven't you seen something that stayed the same in the system? And then they made the Xbox One S so they can actually say, well, we had some stuff to stay the same or whatever, because you know what I'm saying, now, I mean, in the Xbox One S we had a 4K Blu-ray, so that stayed the same and stuff like that. But really, no, it's not. It's different. You made it completely different. It's a new generation console that is really not going to take full advantage of all that hardware, because developers are going to make games for all the platforms together. It's going to be the games are going to be slightly better. They're going to make the games the same way. They're going to make a game on PlayStation Pro maybe 30 frames per second 4K or something like that, and then they're going to upscale it to 60 frames per second 4K on PlayStation. I mean, on the, not the PlayStation, but the Xbox on Scorpio. It's not going to be any different. Stop lying to yourself. But this is the Way Out Gaming. Please like, comment, subscribe. I comment back to anybody who comments to me, and I'm out.